Hello, Gemini. Today is Sunday, July 19, 2026, and try not to feel discouraged, especially today. I know there are a lot of things happening right now in your life that are really bothering you, but I just want to remind you that everything is completely temporary and fleeting, and what you truly desire is within reach. So close you can almost feel it with the tips of your fingertips. You need to have a lot of persistence and act from conviction and inner strength, because only that way can you truly connect with the purpose the universe has set for you. Don't let other people make you feel bad, let alone take away your freedom, because in situations like this, the only person you should be listening to is yourself. Only you truly know what you want. Don't make hasty decisions based on chaos, because that would be completely against your best interests. Stay firm and keep your patience, because once everything has passed, you'll look back on it all as just a distant memory. Stay strong, stay steady, stay grounded. Now let's dive into the specific details for love, health, work, and your compatibilities for today. In health, you're going through some kind of minor discomfort, or you might already be going through it, since you know this is very general. But really you could be dealing with a mild, minor illness, something like a light cold or similar small issues, nothing particularly burdensome. I'm telling you to drink plenty of fluids, and if the pain persists or gets worse, see a medical professional. Don't self-medicate thinking your home first aid kit has a cure for everything. Don't let things linger or keep dragging them out, because that won't help at all. Face these issues right now, and you'll feel much better by far. For work matters, you're feeling like they don't take you seriously, and they're not listening to your opinions, your comments, or those big suggestions that could actually drive a major change. I'm just telling you not to feel bad, and don't hold back those ideas for your next projects, or for anything that's keeping you from moving forward in life. You're stepping outside your comfort zone, and that's what helps you grow. And even though sometimes growth requires a little bit of pain, you're developing as a person, and that's always wonderful. Plus, if you're using your wonderful intelligence and your fabulous wit, staying patient, and not getting overwhelmed by the job transition or by what you might be going through, imagine this. You're doing well at work, but everything around you at work is in turmoil. But as long as you keep doing your job well, your position stays secure. There's no danger, and there's nothing for you to get overwhelmed about. You're eager to take on projects and tasks where you're not entirely sure or confident. You need to gain more experience in those areas so you don't make a mistake and can clearly see where you're most comfortable and capable. You know you like the idea, but that means you've got to keep practicing to pass this test and land the big role you've always wanted. Of course you do. And this applies just as much to those who already have a job as it does to those still looking. Because if you're in the midst of searching, all your ideas will come to light in your next interview, and especially in everything you've already planned to do. In short, it's all about continuing to grow and evolve. For the financial aspect, life is about being supportive toward one another, but not foolishly giving away money. Of course, you need to use common sense. That's why you should never hesitate to help, especially when it involves an old friend. You're in a position where you can lend a hand to someone, although obviously you're not exactly flush, like you're not going to be lighting off fireworks or throwing a big celebration. Don't worry, because later on, that person will be in the same spot you're in now, and you two might even end up brainstorming a project together. Trust is built precisely on those values. As for love, you and your partner are going through a moment where both of you need to demonstrate your emotional strength and conviction. It's time to see how much you're truly betting on your relationship. You're considering investing in a way that would help you become more independent. But on an astrological level, I'm telling you this isn't the right time to do it. For instance, imagine you're thinking about moving in together and need to invest in something to generate income or build capital. This isn't the right moment, or at least not the right day. There are other priorities, and new opportunities are on the way to your life. What does stand out as especially favorable, for example, is landing a side job that lets you earn some extra cash. Never a better time for that. And that helps you keep growing financially. So don't lose heart as a couple, because any little setback will only make your bond stronger in love. And if you're already living together and want to take things further, whether it's getting married or trying to have a baby, exactly the same principle applies. Emotional effort has everything to do with the sacrifices you make over the long haul. And if you're single and feeling like no one understands you, or that you're not connecting quite the way you'd like with anyone, and that everyone seems the same, well, let me tell you, that's not true. Maybe you just haven't looked in the right place, or you haven't taken the time to truly get to know people. You need to be patient and understand that everything that comes into your life happens for a reason. You've got to gain enough experience to face the new challenges a relationship might bring. I'm going to tell you that you're on the right track. Just don't act from uncertainty, and you'll find that before you even expect it, the person who's going to bring you so much joy and so many wonderful things into your life will show up. And as for your energy level, today, in fact, your energy is moderate. You're constantly trying to keep external situations from affecting you. That's good, that's great. But still, sometimes you stumble over the same stone, yet you get back up, give the stone a little kiss, turn around, and keep going. And that's a major achievement. It's living life with stoicism, that philosophy that says, even if you fall, you'll keep your composure, knowing everything is going to be all right. The positive situation you need to strengthen today is precisely that optimism. You're someone who, no matter what happens, will always end up seeing the best possible outcome. That doesn't mean you never get angry. We all get frustrated on occasion, and sometimes we just want to slam our fist on the table and send everything flying. But that kind of reaction only happens very, very rarely. And if you do, and especially if it depends on the way we handle things, sometimes it can even be therapeutic. Hey, saying, "That's it, I'm done with this." In certain situations, of course, but you'll always end up seeing the best possible outcome in your mind. That's why I'm telling you to keep thinking that way. Because you'll feel better, and you'll have the energy you need to make the path smooth and free of any uncertainty. Also be careful with your lack of patience. Generally speaking, just as you're very positive, you're also fairly impatient about certain things. For matters you know you handle well, and that you know need their time, right? In those cases, you're very patient because you know everything takes its time. But when it comes to things you don't yet know or are still learning, you tend to get ahead of yourself quite a bit. So proceed with caution, endurance, and staying power. Also, be careful with drinks that have a high tendency toward addiction. If that's your situation, you need to stop consuming them in large amounts. Not everyone born under your sign drinks this kind of beverage, but imagine the drama if you did. Still, it would definitely harm you and simply throw your body off balance. And for the matter of students, practice maximum patience. You're at a point in time where patience will determine your future. So I'm urging you to stay firm, because you're just about to reach what you truly desire from the heart. Your passing grade, your success, your joy, and your independence as a student. This depends, of course, on your course or year of study. And when it comes to compatibility, today is a wonderful day with these 3 signs. First of all, with people born under the sign of Aries, you have a delightful, joyful, stable, and motivating day in things you both want to do, pushing them to the next level. Second, with people born under the sign of Capricorn, you also have a delightful day, full of enthusiasm for continuing to build situations that you both enjoy, that complement each other, and that make you feel good. And third, with people born under the sign of Cancer, you have an excellent day, marked by wonderful understanding, with no fear, doubt, or anything that might hold you back. Negative, you might experience a minor disagreement or emotional distance with someone born under the sign of Pisces, but remember, this only applies today, and only if you end up arguing. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. See you tomorrow, Gemini.